Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're talking about character art composition and the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is the arrangement of an image into 9 equal sections divided by vertical and horizontal lines. To create the most compelling image, we want to place our character on one of the 4 intersecting points or lines in the middle box. The rule of thirds is used to create emphasis, movement, balance, and unity between the image subjects. In this image, the man's face is located at the top right intersection and the leaves are aligned with the left vertical line. The leaves in the foreground in the top right corner help to frame his face. The girl in this image is on the left vertical line, while the rose she's smelling is on the right vertical line. The artist has cleverly blurred out the background to place more emphasis on these 2 subjects. If your image has 2 subjects, placing them across from each other on the left and right vertical or horizontal lines is a simple solution to show their connection. For full body character art, I've noticed that the head is usually above the second horizontal line and the chest is within the center of the image or on one of the 2 vertical lines. Full body images also work well when the head is close to one of the intersecting points. Always pay close attention to where the floor line is in the background. Making the background line too high or low makes the composition feel awkward. For full body images, the background line will usually be no higher than the center of the composition. When making character portraits, you want to avoid clutter. Too many elements in the background distracts from the character design and makes viewers overwhelmed. To avoid this, make sure that there's some areas with empty space. You can even try blurring the background to put even more emphasis on the character. Using the rule of thirds to create movement is very useful for the storytelling of a composition. The hands and the feet are placed on the 2 vertical lines to emphasize the girl's jump from the left to the right. In this image, the placement of the bird in the lower right corner of the page assists with the idea that the girl is riding down the path because the eye moves from the top of the page to the bottom. The drastic contrast in proportion combined with the position of both characters in the center of the page creates a feeling of intensity and competition. This illustration uses contrast in lighting to emphasize the character in the center. There's an overall feeling of balance created by the ladies to her right and left. However, there's a bit more attention drawn to the right side of the illustration due to the dark green kimono. Here's another example of using the vertical lines to show the main points of action. In addition, the color red is used to highlight the 2 most important characters for this scene. This picture also places the characters on the 2 vertical lines. The transparent curtains help frame the interaction and create more visual interest. In fact, the clear separation between foreground, middle ground, and background adds depth to the piece and makes it work very well. I really like this picture. The artist blurs out the background to keep the focus on the 2 main characters. The movement of the man's arm from the top right corner to the bottom left is used to direct viewer attention and add to the storytelling. There are other ways to create movement too. Simply placing your character diagonally from another subject implies their movement or focus in that direction. It's great to study animated scenes to see how the viewer's attention is drawn to the main action using rule of thirds. In this case, the main action of Mulan pulling herself towards the arrow is placed on the right vertical line. Lastly, I wanted to note how negative space or empty space can be used to create unique compositions. There's a sense of balance between the character and the house because they both occupy 3 squares. It's very subtle, but the main attention is on the house because its bottom stair intersects the left vertical line. In this case, the space between the character and his house combined with the dim lighting creates a mood of depression and loneliness. So remember, empty space is a powerful tool that reinforces mood and structure in your art. To summarize, rule of thirds is used to create emphasis, balance, unity, and movement in a composition. Always keep your characters close to the vertical and horizontal lines and intersections. Foreground, middle ground, background, empty space, color, and lighting reinforce mood and structure in your illustrations. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and let me know if you want me to do more videos on character art composition in the future. Dream big, live bold, and keep on creating. See you next time!